Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany from My Inner Temple. Today I'm sharing with you 11 traits that empathic people share. I myself is an empath. So what does it mean to be an empath? Stay tuned to this video to find out. Number one, you may be very highly sensitive. So compared to a lot of people, you might be hearing phrases like, don't be so sensitive, or you being overly sensitive. Empathic people are highly sensitive to their surroundings. And there's actually nothing wrong with that. If we know how to harness this empathic ability, we can make it work for us and actually make us more intuitive as a result. Number two, we are almost like sponge. We absorb energy very easily. So whether you're on the TTC or in public places or even during an exhibition, you can find it very draining at times. This is because energetically you're able to pick up people's emotions and their feelings based on their energetic body. You might be walking past 50 people, you may not be talking to them or even looking at them, but simply just being in the surroundings, you can pick up their energies just by walking past them or just by being in the same room with them. Number three is empaths are usually highly sensitive because we're able to tap into people's feelings and emotions as a natural state of being. It means that we are also very in tune to what other people are feeling. So you might be the person that in the party pick up that one person who's feeling lonely and approach them and start talking to them. Meanwhile, other people may not be very attuned to those kind of scenarios. Number four is usually I find that empaths are more introverted or ambiverted. They need, which brings me to the next trait, that they need time to be alone. We recharge energy by being in our own space. So extroverted people usually gain energy from interacting with people, but the empaths or a lot of introverted people or ambiverted people gain energy by spending time alone. And I'm definitely one of those people. It's not about being antisocial. It simply means that because we are so in tune and subconsciously we're using our intuitive ability so much, it can be kind of draining sometimes. The next thing that brings me is that we can feel as though our energy level get drained really easily. So rather other people are subconsciously, consciously, unconsciously draining energy from us, quote unquote, energy empire, or even for us, subconsciously, unconsciously giving energy to people. I do this a lot in my practice or even as a person in general. When I see someone that's in a lower energy state, I think I subconsciously just give energy from them out of love. And so these are some what could happen if you're an empathic person. The next thing is you feel that you are more nurtured in nature environment. It's very important for empath to tune into nature, to walk barefoot on the grass, and to connect with trees, to connect with animals, to ground ourselves, because we can pick things up so easily. Think of your brain like an antenna, always picking things up. It can be very overwhelming. Being in nature allows us to recenter our energy, rebalance and harmonize our energetic field. This also help us get rid of any negative energy or dense energy that we might have picked up along the way. The next thing is that usually empaths have this trait of overgiving. You always, because you're so in tune to people's emotions, because you are so, you understand how it feels to be hurt. You're not only feeling your hurt, you're feeling other people's hurt. So you take extra precaution to not hurt other people. Rather, that means that maybe you might not speak as much because you really think and reflect on your actions or the words that you use before you say them or before you do them. And so also we can be too giving because in a way your suffering is my suffering because I feel so much from other people. And so because you were able to feel that, you want to give more, you want to nurture other people more. The next trait is number 9. I find that we usually have problems with boundaries. because we give so much, because we want to nurture people so much, sometimes it's very hard for us to understand where our boundary is. And so that's one of the lessons that I think a lot of empaths have to really navigate. And even I myself, I'm still learning day by day as situations come up. I'm like, does this feel good to me? Does this still feel good to me? And that way, learning how to decipher my boundary that way. The next trait is empaths are in our heads a lot because we're able to pick up so much information simultaneously. We're always thinking. You may be thinking, especially those multi-layer thinking is like, oh, I'm feeling sad. Well, I'm feeling sad because I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling guilty that I'm feeling sad because I'm feeling sad. So you find that you in your head a lot trying to understand this world, trying to understand your emotions and your actions, and trying to always putting yourself in other people's shoes. As an empath, I feel like I put myself in other people's shoes more than I actually think about myself. So always in our head a lot, reflecting a lot, um, analyzing a lot, and yeah, we're generally in our heads a lot, thinking a lot, being in our own space, our own bubbles. The next trait is I always find that empath can sometimes tend to internalize things into taking things personally. Like when someone is upset, we automatically think, oh, did I do something wrong? Was it because I sent that message? Is it because I didn't send that message? And you started to get all these thoughts in your head, and you can internalize a lot of things around you, whether it's other people's actions or words, so personally and internally. And even sometimes having that martyrdom syndrome, like, oh, I need to give so much in order to get so little back, or it's so hard to ask for help because I don't want to be a burden for other people, or I don't want to drain other people's energy. So we're always internalizing, always thinking. So these are the 11 traits that I find most empathetic people share. So let me know if you find that you resonate with this energy as well. We're definitely not alone. We're not damaged or crazy in any way. It's simply part of our nature that we're learning how to harness and align so that we can live our life more fully and more authentically. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you in my next video. Namaste.